everyone, and welcome to Ask Say Week 7. So I will be answering all the questions that you've sent in. So for the first question, we have one from Alea Delara, and she said, "Hi, I'm a beginner po. Just want to ask if what makeup should I buy? Thank you." Okay, so Alea, I believe you have to have a good concealer to hide those blemishes and dark circles going on the face. And I highly suggest you buy from the Lulu Makeup because I swear by their concealer. It's this one. It's very big and it's only for $475. And then of course you have to have a good foundation because I believe that makes the skin look flawless. And I think you should find something that would fit your face, your skin tone. And then of course you have to have your pressed powder. And at the moment I am loving the Maybelline Clear Smooth All-in-One Shine Free Cake Powder. This one is the refill, so you can buy this one. I love it because it just gives that really flawless look on the face. And then of course you should have a good blush to use. And then of course you should have a good eyelash curler. I use the one from e.l.f. And then you should have brow pencil. Okay, brow pencil. And then also you should have a good lip balm. And also you can start collecting like lipsticks of your own, so you can try the ones from Wet n Wild. And yeah, a good mascara would do too. Try Maybelline because I love their mascaras. So for the next question, we have one from Naj. Hi Naj. She said, "Hi Say, here are my questions. How can I hide the dark circles under the eyes?" Okay, that's the first question. So my answer to your first question, Naj, is using a good concealer. And yeah, I use the one from Lulu Makeup. And the trick is you do not have to like wipe it on. So what you do is take your ring finger and just dab it on, like pat it on. And then what you do next is you apply powder over the concealer without dragging the makeup. So that would hide the dark circles. And then for your next question, Naj, how can I make my lips appear fuller? So I learned this trick from Mally Roncal of Mally Beauty. So Mally told the viewers that the trick to making the lips appear fuller is like drawing over the lip line, and you will be using a nude colored lip liner. But I think she would be the one to explain it further. So I'll be putting the link of that video in the information box, Naj, so you can just click on that and you can watch it. And then how to conceal pimple. It's basically the same thing. You have to have a good concealer, but if in case the pimple is like flaky, that would be a problem. So I feel that prevention is key. So if you have a pimple, you should have a good pimple gel, and I recommend Panaxil for drying up the pimple. Or if you have a pus-filled pimple, and if in case you pop it, you should use Terramycin. I think I mentioned that before. You should use Terramycin because Terramycin is an antibacterial ointment which will help with the healing of the pimple without leaving any scars. And then I get confused by all the different foundations to choose from. How can I tell which one to use? Okay, so foundations do differ, and what you have to think of first is what your skin type is, and you should consider also the weather that you are in. So for example, you have dry skin like mine, cream foundations would suit you, and also liquid foundations and also gel foundations. And for example, you have combination skin. The foundations that would suit you best would be, if I remember correctly, powder to cream foundations, if I remember correctly. And if you have oily skin, I think you better stick to gel foundations. So tell me what your skin type is and I'll be glad to help you out, Naj. And your last question is not really a question, so yeah. So thank you, Naj. And then for the next question, we have one from Dada Danyo. Hi, Dada. And she said, "Hi Miss Say, it's me again. Ask ko lang po if ano dapat tandaan kapag nagme-makeup sa bride. Ano yung mga pointers na pwede niyo pong ibigay? Salamat po." So when it comes to brides, I think you should ask them first what makeup look they prefer, because I know there is this tradition that brides should just wear light makeup. But for my opinion, and of course I learned this from Mally Roncal of Mally Beauty, she told me that a bride can wear any makeup look. So be it like smoky eyes or colorful makeup looks, I think it just it just differs and it varies from the bride's choices. So I think you should ask the bride first. And then for the next question, this is from Anya. Hi Anya. And then she said, hi Say, I didn't make it in time to ask a question last week. Anyway, I hope this isn't a silly question, but how do you keep lipstick from getting on your teeth? Especially red lipstick. Have you ever experienced that? So unsightly, diba? I hope you can answer my question. Yeah, I know it. I know it, Anya. And I know you guys know that I love wearing red lipstick, and yes, it does get on my teeth. So what I do is, I just open my mouth and just rub the lipstick off my teeth. And of course, now I use the L'Oreal Base Magic because it does make the lipstick last longer. And then of course I try to apply like just right here, and I don't go in too much because the lipstick would stick on the teeth. So yeah, I hope I answered your question, Anya. But just so you know, you have to have a mirror all the time, and you just have to make this. Yeah, I know it's unsightly, and you just have to cover your mouth and make sure you take off all that red lipstick on your teeth. And then for the next question, this one is from Emma Fe. Hi, and she is Pinky Rice Girl from YouTube. And she said, hi Say, I want to ask a question for week 7. What lenses do you think you can recommend for sensitive eyes? So Emma Fe, my eyes are not really sensitive, but I guess you should consult a doctor. I think it's an optometrist you have to, consult with this question because I don't know. I don't really know. And then for the next question, this one is from Carm C from YouTube as well. Hi, tatanong ko lang din for week 7, ano pong MAC shade nyo? If nakatry na po kayo, what MAC foundation would you prefer most? So the only MAC products that I have is the Sheer Tone Blush in Pink Swoon and this quad that I received all from my boyfriend's mom. And I don't really know what my shade is when it comes to MAC foundations, so I don't have an idea, but I'll let you know what it is. So next question is from Krisha, which is an irrelevant question, so I'm not going to answer that because it is irrelevant, and Krisha, you know it. And then for the next question is from Sansan Rakapagal, and she asked, hi Say, just wanna ask, yung whitening cream ba kadalasan nakakapagkulubot ng mukha? And totoo bang hindi nakaka-pimples ang cheek tint compared sa ibang blush on? Ano bang face primer ang magandang gamitin? So first, whitening cream ba kadalasan nakakapagkulubot ng mukha? I have no idea. I don't really use whitening creams, so I suggest you ask a dermatologist for this. Second, totoo bang hindi nakakapag-pimples ang cheek tint compared sa ibang blush on? So Sansan, hindi ako gumagamit ng cheek tint because it gives me pimples. So I think it varies from person to person. So I prefer powdered blushes. And then, ano pong face primer ang magandang gamitin? Hands down, the L'Oreal Base Magic Primer. It's the best. I'm going to be putting the links of this in the information box, so I hope you click that, Sansan, to know how much I love the primer. And then for the next question, we have one from Nats Pinks. Hi Say, want to ask what best cleanser, moisturizer, and foundation for oily skin like me? Oily skin, I'm not really oily skinned, but I do know some products that would cater to oily skin. You can also try the one from Neutrogena. This is Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. I use it because I have dry skin type, but I know and I'm sure that this would fit oily skinned people too. So I hope you check it out. You can find this at Watson's, okay? And then cleanser for oily skin. I suggest, I think you can try out cleansers from Dove or Clean and Clear and even Celatec. And then you can foundation. For the foundation, I would recommend you to try out the Maybelline Aqua Gel Foundation because it is in gel form and it wouldn't trigger the sebaceous gland to produce more oil, I guess. And of course, you can try to use the primer first before applying makeup because this primer is God's sent. I love this primer. Okay? And then for the next question, we have one from Neri Natalicio. Hi, Say. My question is that does BB cream is BB cream somewhat similar to the L'Oreal primer? Can this be a replacement for the L'Oreal primer? So I don't really use BB cream, Neri, and I don't know because BB cream, I don't really know how BB cream works. I have to do a research on it. I'm not really a user of BB cream, but I guess it's an all-in-one product. But I don't know. I think it's still good for this primer. Like it has a function of its own. So I think it's still good, you know, to try out the primer alone. But if you want to try out the BB cream, you can too. And then maybe you can compare. But I will help you out. I'm sorry, I don't know the answer, but I will research on it. And then for the next question, oh, it's from Nats Pinks again, and she said, Hi, Say, it's me again. My additional question is Revlon Photo Ready Liquid Foundation okay for oily skin? Because every time I use it, my face looks more shiny and I really hate it. What powder can I use to prevent this? And the reason that it has like shimmery things is that because it contains photochromatic pigments, which is responsible for making it photo ready. If you read the pamphlet from this makeup line, you would see that the photochromatic pigments are the ones that reflect the light, which makes the skin look flawless because it reflects the light. So if you use the Photo Ready powder with this foundation, that wouldn't really help because the powder also contains photochromatic pigments. So I suggest you try out powders from Maybelline. So the next question is from Kerwin Ann Mayuyo Reyes, and she said, Hi, I want to ask which palette is better for beginners? It is the Beverly or Rio palette. So Kerwin, I personally think that the Beverly Hills palette is better than the Rio palette because in the Beverly Hills palette you get lip colors, which the Rio palette doesn't have, and it also has like blushes and highlighters and eyeshadows. So basically you're complete with the Beverly Hills palette. So I think you should get the Beverly Hills palette. And then for the next question, we have one from Janelle Dumalaon. Hi, what concealer can you recommend for dry skin and long lasting? I use cream concealer kasi, pero nagsa-flake siya. Okay, so again, I recommend you to use the Lulu Makeup Concealer because the consistency of this concealer is between creamy and moussey. So it's very, very light. So it blends through the face like smoothly and quite nicely. So I think you should give it a try. And then for the next question, we have one from Sha Yaz. And she said, Hello, Say, have you tried Laura Mercier? No, I haven't tried the brand yet. And then for the last question, we have one from Jeliza Tabermejo Lomaniog. Hi, Say, what contact lens solution do you use and why? Also, what cream blush would you suggest to achieve that dewy look sa cheeks? So the contact lens solution that I use, Jeliza, is this one. This is the new look, all-purpose, blah blah blah. This one is what I have been using for the past months. And why? I don't know. It's a good solution that doesn't irritate my eyes. So to achieve that dewy look on the cheeks, what I do is just apply a normal matte blush on, and then what I do is to give that more dewy effect. I apply this. This is a Secret Beam highlighter from Etude House, and it gives that really shimmery, dewy look on the cheek. And that is all the questions that we have for week 7 of Ask Say. Thank you so much for continuously sending in your questions whenever I post like I'm collecting questions for week blah blah blah. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I answered all your questions. If you have additional questions, please don't hesitate to comment below, and stay tuned for Ask Say week 8, which I will be announcing shortly. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.